x equals 4. That means that all the points which lie on the line have x coordinate equal to 4. Here are some points which have x coordinate equal to 4. And there are a whole lot of other ones. A rough sketch, x equals 4 is a vertical line cutting the x-axis at 4. Part B, y equals 7 means that the y coordinate must be 7. Here are a couple of points which have y coordinate of 7. If I plot those points and draw the line, I end up with a horizontal line like so, and that cuts the y-axis at 7. For the line y equals 2x plus 3, what we can do is we could choose a few points, choose an x value. Any x value would do. Let's see, x equals 1. Now, if I multiply that 1 by 2 and then add on 3, so 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3 is 5, that gives me a 0.15. Let me pick another x value, minus 2. We can pick any x value, 2 times minus 2 plus 3, 2 times minus 2 is minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1. So we have 2 points on this line here. If I draw a new coordinate grid, 1 along 5 up. Now you have the advantage over me, you have squared paper to use, but I know that the line will look something like that. That would be the point 1 along 5 up, and this will be the point minus 2 minus 1. And it's worth noting, this is the y-intercept. This is the point where the line cuts the y-axis. So in your diagram, when you've drawn it accurately, the line should pass through this point here. The gradient is 2. That means that for every 1 box you move along, you'll move 2 boxes up. So when you're drawing your line, notice that 1 box along and 2 boxes up. 2x plus 3y equals 6. There's a technique for sketching lines of this sort. I'm going to set x equal to 0 and then find the value of y. So 2 times 0 plus 3y equals 6. 2 zeros are 0, that just leaves me with 3y equals 6, and then y equals 2. That means that I have the point 0 along 2 up. I'm then going to set y equal to 0 and find x. So 2 lots of x plus 3 lots of 0 gives us 6. So 2x equals 6 and then x equals 3. So I have the point 3, 0. There are my 2 points. That's all that's required to sketch the line. If I just draw a set of axes like so, make sure you're using a ruler when you're drawing your axes. So 0 along 2 up and 3 along 0 up, and if I then draw the line, it will look something like so. So there you have it. Question 2a, expanding brackets, 4 times 2x is 8x, 4 times minus 5 is minus 20, 3 times x is 3x, 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. What we want to do then is to gather together like terms. I have an 8x and a plus 3x. Don't forget to include the sign, so that gives us 11x. Then I have a minus 20, minus 6, minus 26. Three x times x is 3x squared. 3x times plus 4 is plus 12x. Then we have a minus 2x, and we have a minus 8. 3x squared. Now, plus 12x, take away 2x is plus 10x. and then minus 8. Part C, x minus 5 all squared. First thing we can do is write the double bracket. Then if we expand, it's x squared, then minus 5x, minus 5x, and the last term, two negatives multiplying to make a positive. That gives us x squared minus 10x plus 25. So this one's a bit more complicated. X times x squared that gives us x cubed, and then we have x times minus 3x, which is minus 3x squared, and finally x times plus 1, which is plus 1x plus x. Then we've got minus 2x squared, minus 2 times minus 3x is plus 6x, and minus 2 times plus 1 is minus 2. Now we have only the 1x cubed term. There's a 1x squared term, remembering to include the negative. So that's minus 5x squared. And we have a plus x and a plus 6x. That's plus 1 plus 6 is plus 7x. And the last term is a minus 2. So, we have 3% interest. Now, the original amount is 100%, and we're adding on 3% interest, which gives us 103%. And as a decimal, we have 1.03. That's the trickiest part of this calculation. So we're going to multiply by 1.03. Now, the new total is 680 multiplied by 1.03 to the power of 2 that's invested for 2 years. That gives us the answer 721.41. Now, we need to work out the interest. So I'm going to subtract the original amount, and that gives me £41 and 41 pence. So 2 goes into itself once and into 18 9 times. I've got an x cubed on top and an x to the power of 1 on bottom, so I'm going to cancel out this x here, and I'm going to cancel out one of these ones. That'll give me an x squared on top. I've got a y on top and a y squared on bottom, so this y will cancel out with one of these y's here. So that leaves me with a y on the bottom. Two goes into itself once and into 8 4 times. I have m squared on the bottom and m to the power of 4 on top. So m to the power of 4 divided by m squared is m squared. M to the power of 4 is m times m times m times m. M squared. So cancel out, and that leaves me with m squared on the top. I have n on the bottom and n squared on top. This n will cancel out with one of these to leave me with an n on the top. So if I just tidy this up, then what I get is m squared n over 4. Question 5, I'm going to order this data. So we've got 0, 1, 1, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 twos, 1, 2, 3, 4 threes. I have 1, 4. I have 1, 5, 2 5s, 6 and a 6, and a 7. Now we can see that the lowest value is a 0, and that the highest value is a 7. We have how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there are 20 numbers. We want to work out the median, so 20 divided by 2 is 10. We take the average of the 10th and the 11th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So the median is found halfway between 2 and 3. The median therefore is 2.5. Now, that's quartile 2. 2 plus 3 divided by 2 gives us 2.5. We want to work out Q1, quartile 1, we need to work out the median of the bottom half of the data. So we've got 10 pieces of data here. 10 divided by 2 is 5, so we take the average of the 5th and the 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Q1 is in here. Halfway between 2 and 2 is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So halfway between 4 and 5. I think you can do that without any bother, is 4.5. So here are the 5 main points. What we want to do now is to have our box plot. So if I draw a number line and let me just put the numbers, so 0 to 7 would be fine. And I'll put in 8. So what do I do now? Well, I'm going to draw one vertical mark at 0. I'm going to draw another vertical mark. Let me just put in some of these numbers. That's not 6, that is the number 4. That's 6 there. And I'm going to have a vertical mark at 2. Another at 2.5, which is halfway between 2 and 3. And another at 4.5, which is halfway between 4 and 5. And the final one will be at 7, which is along here. Now the box is formed here, and a horizontal line joins the box to each of these points. One last part, it says comment on the shape of the distribution. Well, I don't know whether you can see it, there's just a bit more, it's a bit stretched out here. So what we would say is that this distribution is skewed right. It's not skewed right by much, but it is just a little. Last question for this section. Volume equals pi r squared h. That's a formula that you will not be given, so you need to remember it. The diameter is 8. Diameter of the circular base is 8, so the radius will be 4. And we're told that the height is 10 centimetres. So the answer is 502.65, and I'll put in a 5, and that's centimetres cubed. We want to give the answer correct to three significant figures. So these are the three numbers we want. We don't want anything after that. A 0.6, if you think about this, 0.655 is bigger than 0.5, so that 2 will round up to a 3. Remember, we don't want any 0.0, 503.0, or 0.00 even, because zeros at the end of a number with a decimal point are significant.